Hello guys, my name is Irina and I'm very glad to see you on my channel. My husband and I lived 11 years in Taiwan, then 4 years in Belarus and right now more than 6 months here in Poland, in Warsaw. Many of you asked what are the differences and similarities in these countries in terms of life, culture and mentality. More than 6 months we live here in Warsaw in Poland and today I'm gonna share my impressions and compare it to Taiwan and Belarus. I know many of you waited for this video, so let's get started. Before we start, I would like to emphasize that I'm not judging, I'm just sharing my personal experience of living in these countries. No matter where I am, first I pay attention to people, because I believe that people do create this mood on the streets. In Taiwan, if you walk on the street, you see a stranger, he or she may smile to you, you may smile back, and there is no meaning here, just a friendly smile, because both of you are in a good mood. Isn't it great, right? My husband and I, we've got this habit from Taiwan and we used to smile a lot because life is great, right? And this caused us a lot of questions back in Belarus. In Belarus, people do not smile to people on the streets because, oh my god, they may think first, you're either crazy or you're either flirting. How weird is that? You're smiling to a person and he or she thinks that you're weird. Not to mention that most of people on the streets don't smile, they have poker face. They're too serious to smile. So when we did smile, many people asked us, are you guys high? Are you drunk? Why are you smiling? What happened? Here in Poland, well, I'm speaking about our neighborhood we live at. Every time I walk, so many people smiling. First of all, they are smiling because they are happy, I guess. Because, they walk and they have a happy face. You know what I mean, right? Secondly, they smile to each other when they are walking like a couple. And thirdly, they are smiling to me. They don't know me, I don't know them, but they're smiling and they're very easy to have a small talk about the dog, about baby, about the weather, anything, which is really great. It is so great to live surrounded by happy people. Another great thing here in Poland is that people do care about the environment, about the nature, the streets and everything what is around them. They not only care about what is inside of their apartment, but they also look outside and take care of what is outside. Do you know what I mean? Let me bring you an example. I walk the dog, I clean after it. In Belarus, not that many people clean after their dogs and oh my god, I used to step in shit sorry, many times. Not all, but many people do litter on the streets. For instance, people do smoke on the balcony and they do put these cigarette butts outside, so that beneath the balcony there is a huge lane of these cigarette butts. How weird is that? You do not litter inside your apartment, but you do throw it out. Interesting fact. In Taiwan subway, people are not allowed to eat, drink or chew a chewing gum at all, otherwise you will be fined. And this is so great that everyone follows this rule, and for example, if they see a person violating these rules, for example chewing a chew gum, they will come and tell. And this is great because they all care of their common well-being and educating each other. In Warsaw, from what I have seen so far, people also do care about environment and this is really good. And for example, in Belarus, you will see a lot of signs saying dogs are not allowed, do not walk the dog here. In Poland, you will see many signs saying clean after your dog, please. So meaning that they are friendly to dogs. You can walk your dog here, but just please clean after. Dogs friendly, huh? Any legalization questions here in Poland, people are so helpful. You come to get help and you actually do get it. What really surprised us, if you are filling a document, a blank or an application, and if you make a mistake, oh my god, in Belarus you have to start all over again because no mistakes are allowed, no corrections are allowed on the file. Here in Poland it's okay just to correct on the file and continue filling out the application. Prices in Poland are twice or sometimes even thrice cheaper than in Belarus. And the variety of choice is much bigger because more brands are presented in the shops. For instance, camembert cheese costs twice cheaper here than in Belarus. Or beef steak entrecote is twice cheaper than in Belarus. Also, turkey is so affordable here in Poland. Like in Belarus, we never bought it because it was crazy expensive. Here, the prices for turkey are really good, so we are experiencing of eating more turkey than chicken here. And it's not only about food and drinks, it's also about shoes, clothes, accessories. Speaking of climate, to me, the climate here in Warsaw is very comfortable. We arrived, it was end of summer, it was August, it was hot and sunny. Cool, love this weather. The autumn was really warm and nice and beautiful with many different colorful leaves and with a lot of sun. Winter is not crazy cold, like the coldest was like -10 just for a few days. There were snowy days, which is great. I love snow, you guys know. And when the snow melted, it was not like dirty and floating all around. It was still beautiful because it melted, and see, again, beautiful green grass, clean. In Taiwan, the climate was totally different. Like winter temperature is around +10 degrees Celsius. The coldest I remember was like +6. But the wind from the ocean is really strong. Summer was +40, which is really too hot, and the humidity is very high, like 80%. After we moved from Taiwan to Belarus, we felt that the air is so dry, like I don't know, after this humidity we were feeling that our skin is getting super dry, and it took us almost 2 years to get used to a cold winter of like -20 degrees Celsius. Speaking of humidity, here in Poland, in our apartment, the humidity is like 60%. It was 60% in summer, the same was for autumn, and the same was for winter, which is really good. And yes, there were a few weeks then we did use a humidifier, but still mostly it's so easy to have this humidity on the good level, which is great. Even here outside, I don't feel that the air is too dry. In Taiwan, we lived on the north of the island in the capital called Taipei, 2 hours by car or by scooter, and you are in the mountains or nearby the ocean. This was amazing. You know, since that time we realized that we really want to live somewhere which is closer to the mountains or to some ocean or maybe lake or sea. And here in Poland we have experienced that if you are driving 4 hours, you are at the mountains and you can go to ski resort. Or if you are driving 4 hours another direction, then you are at Baltic Sea already. So the opportunities of traveling here are really great. Well, not to speak of traveling around Europe, of course. Language. Since we moved to Poland and we plan to live here, we both, my husband and I, are learning Polish language. Since it is a Slavic group of languages, some words may sound similar. For instance, chleb in Russian language is same as chleb in Polish language, meaning bread. The logic of grammar is pretty similar as well, so I think that for us it is not that hard to learn. My husband is watching movies in Polish language and he says that he does understand like 95%. To me, it sounds like amazing. Right now, he is taking B1 course. I have just completed A2 language course, but I'm not as good as he is at Polish language, but still trying my best. Again, this is just my personal experience of living in different countries, and I'm not judging, I'm just sharing it with you. I really hope you guys like this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Welcome to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and see you in my next video. Bye!